Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are completely reverse engineering a highly lucrative educational strategy. We're going to unpack a step-by-step masterclass on how to build a 30-day animated content engine that captures attention, drives massive engagement, and honestly scales effortlessly. If you've ever wondered how certain creators just consistently pump out viral, structured content every single day, well, you are absolutely going to love this playbook.
Okay, let's dive right into this. I actually want to challenge you to solve a quick problem right now. A train travels 120 kilometers in 2 hours. What is its average speed? Is it 50, 60, 70, or 80 kilometers per hour? I'll give you just a brief second to lock in your answer. Got it? The answer is 60 kilometers per hour. And hey, don't sweat it if it took a second. Even engineers need their morning coffee first. So, why do we just do a random math problem? Well, because that little 20-second exercise is the exact hook for the brilliant 30-day playbook we're dissecting today. It's simple, it's interactive, and it forces you to stop scrolling and start thinking. To really understand how this structural blueprint transforms a massive list of basic math questions into a viral algorithmic loop, here's our roadmap. We'll start with the strategy brief, move into the blueprint of a perfect short, do a scene-by-scene breakdown, explore the 30-day content engine, and wrap up with tools and packaging. Let's kick things off with Section 1, the strategy brief, where the focus is all about capturing engineering students. The core goal of this whole strategy is incredibly straightforward. You're producing daily animated aptitude questions optimized specifically for vertical platforms, so YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and Facebook Reels. The target audience here is highly specific, mechanical engineering students who are actively looking for placement preparation. By zeroing in on this exact demographic, you aren't just making random trivia, you're providing immense daily value to a group of people who are preparing for high-stakes exams. It's an audience that is literally hungry for this type of rapid-fire practice.
Moving right along to Section 2, the blueprint itself. Let's look at the incredibly rigid 60-second structure that makes this work.
This is where it gets fascinating. The format is a strict 40 to 60-second timeline, and the pacing is literally a science. Step 1 is your hook, taking up just the first 3 seconds. Step 2 is the question, running from seconds 3 through 15. Step 3 is this mandatory pause and think moment from 15 to 20 seconds. Step 4 delivers the answer, an explanation from seconds 20 to 40. And finally, Step 5 is a quick call to action to close it out. This structure? Totally non-negotiable. Every single phase builds anticipation and delivers value quickly, which ensures maximum viewer attention.
All right, Section 3. Let's see how this exact timeline translates into a functional script by breaking down day 1, scene by scene.
Right out of the gate, the first 3 seconds, the voiceover shouts, "Mechanical engineers, can you solve this aptitude question?" This is an absolute masterclass in hooking an audience. It instantly calls out that specific demographic. If you are a mechanical engineer, you physically cannot scroll past this without feeling challenged to prove your skills, right?
And this brilliantly illustrates a key trick. Notice how the setup divides the labor between the audio and the visual. The visual text displays the full word problem alongside the multiple choice options, usually with a cool typewriter effect. But the audio, the voiceover, just reads the question. The visuals are doing the heavy lifting for the multiple choice options, which keeps the audio punchy and prevents the viewer from getting bored by a dragging, drawn-out read. Then we hit seconds 15 to 20, the 5-second pulse. This is not just a cute transition, it is a calculated algorithmic trigger. By giving the viewer exactly 5 seconds before the pop-up answer is revealed, you are driving them straight into the comment section. And guess what? All those comments signal to the algorithm that the content is highly engaging, which pushes it out to even more feeds. It's genius.
Now for Section 4, the 30-day content engine. How do you actually take that one perfect scene breakdown and scale it into an entire month's worth of content?
The secret is keeping the questions incredibly simple and incredibly diverse. Day 2, what is 25% of 200? It's 50. Day 3 is a sequence, 2, 4, 8, 16, the next is 32. By day 6, you're testing ratios. Day 7 is square roots, like the square root of 144. Day 14 jumps into worker efficiency word problems. These are fundamental math problems. They require absolutely zero complex graphics to explain. You're just rapid-firing these varying themes to keep your daily audience on their toes. You see what's happening here. The rule is just so beautifully simple. Replace the numbers, but keep the 60-second structure. This creates a literal infinite content loop. Whether the script asks for 50% of 80, or the lowest common multiple of 4 and 6, the structural wrapper, the 3-second hook, the typewriter question, the pulse, and the pop-up answer remains perfectly identical every single day.
Finally, let's wrap up with Section 5,
Tools and packaging. You've got the strategy, you've got the scripts, but how do you actually get this off the ground?
Well, you don't need a massive budget. The source material suggests a stack of entirely free animation and editing tools. Canva is fantastic for easy animated text clips. CapCut is an absolute powerhouse for trending templates and effects. VN Editor gives you a slightly more professional editing interface, and InShot is perfect for quick mobile editing. By using CapCut or Canva, you can basically build the project file once for day one, and then just duplicate it for the next 29 days, swapping out the text. It is that easy.
Now, what's really fascinating about this slide is the packaging. Look at that title formula. Fire emoji, mechanical aptitude question number 1, vertical bar, placement preparation, vertical bar, hashtag shorts. It uses emojis to catch the eye, sequential numbering to encourage binge watching from day 1 all the way to day 30, and highly specific phrasing geared purely toward algorithmic search intent.
And the hashtags? They perfectly mirror that search intent. We aren't just throwing generic tags at the wall here. The blueprint aggressively targets engineering students preparing for standard competitive exams. With tags like hashtag gate preparation and hashtag SSJE, it tells the viewer and the platform's categorization algorithm exactly who this is for.
Even the suggested channel identities are hyper-optimized. Names like Mechanical Aptitude Daily or Daily Mechanical Quiz aren't trying to be cute or overly clever. And here is a fun little secret about platform algorithms. Boring but clear names almost always win. They set an immediate, crystal-clear daily expectation. When someone subscribes, they know exactly what they are getting in their feed tomorrow.
So here we are. We've unpacked the hook, the strict 60-second retention timeline, the tools, the titles, and those infinite content loops. You now have the exact structural blueprint to build a scalable media machine. Think about your own niche of expertise for a second. If you stopped reinventing the wheel every time you posted and applied this exact rigid, fast-paced structure to your field, what could your day one look like? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep analyzing, keep building, and I'll see you next time.